Hi guys, Abbas here. So let's get to it. While some of you probably know me, or they know my work at least, um, my name's Abbas. I'm a creative artist, I would say, or a functional artist. Of course, most of the stuff which I make is computers and electronic, but I'm also an inventor. I build other things as well. I build anything that inspires me, actually, and I mean, we've got enough themes out there, haven't we? So you just have to look around yourself, and then you find so much things which can inspire us. And I've been living in Germany since 1989. I got married here in 1991 to my Austrian wife. My father is from Pakistan. My mother is from England. I was born in England, but like I said, I came to, after living in Asia, by the way, for quite a few years, 13 years I think altogether. I came to Germany just before the wall came down, and I've been living here ever since. So far in Bavaria, but now for the last 6 months almost, I've been a Berliner, so I'm in Berlin, and I now work here at Case King. I'm really flattered and very happy to know that you guys like my work, or what you've seen of it so far. And I do promise that I will try to keep on entertaining you with new themes, with new techniques, because I believe that one lives and one learns. You can only get better over time. You know, things which you didn't do that well yesterday, maybe you do them better today, or you better what you already did well. And so it's a constant learning process, and as long as you can sell the theme which you are actually trying to build in the end, then maybe you've done something right. Now that's what I always try to believe, and I think that's something that applies for everybody, because the level of skills which you have can only get better over time with more practice, because as we know, practice makes a man perfect, or a woman perfect. And so that's the way I like. As you may know, or may have noticed, I've been very successful actually in the modding community, and thanks to you guys, of course, because you motivate me and you make me want to reach the next level every time. And the next build always has to be better than the build which I made before, and I love digging my teeth into the themes, and and capturing your imagination and keeping it captive until the theme is built, until I have the last coat of paint on it, and when you polish it up and shine, get it shining, and then that's what I like to do. And anyway, that's what brought me to Berlin actually, because then Case King, I've been employed at Case King since start of May. And what we like to do, or what we intend on doing now, is building some unique cases, like I already do. We do a lot of exhibitions at Comic Cons and things like that, and the Gamescom, and actually anywhere where we are invited to show my work. And we're going to try and build some unique cases for customers as well as limited editions of certain themes, maybe for the computer games industry, for the films, for private people, for the industry, whatever. And that's what we intend to do, and so I have more possibilities now, of course. I do make a difference, though, as far as my philosophy is concerned, between automated parts or using automated tools, let's put it that way. Of course, I use electric tools as well, like you probably also do. I use hand tools, but I like to make a difference when I'm going into a competition, a contest, a championship. I rather show what these two hands can do, and that's my 3D printer. This is my CNC, and my imagination is my laser cutter, let's put it that way, because then you can really show what you can do. I try to stick to handicraft. Of course, I have no aversion against CNC 3D printers and laser cutters and water jets and things if they are available, but I use them only for orders and commissioned things now, and I try to stick to handicraft, because then a man can really show what he can do. Modding is my passion. I live for this shit. Excuse me saying that, but that's the way I want to say it. Yeah, I live for this. I love it. And a day without being creative, without having to, being able to take a tool in my hand is a wasted day for me. And yeah, I'm always planning new ideas, and the stack of drawings or let's say sketches and things which I've made, they're heaping up, and there's so much different themes which I want to build. And I love high level competition as well, and that's why I try to enter as much competitions as possible. There are some fantastic modding artists out there, and I love competing with them. Because they push me to higher levels as well, and I hope, or I like to think, that I can do the same to them. So you can be sure that in the future I will be further taking part in competitions internationally, so that I can show my work, everywhere in the world as well, just like other modders do as well. And thanks to the industrial partners who keep inviting us to this, that, or keep starting competitions and contests, and so that you can see all the sick stuff which is coming out of that head in the future too. As far as my style is concerned, you've probably seen I like the more sinister and well, I like capturing the imagination. I like the devil in the detail. I have made some more subtle, clean look computers as well, but I personally like very detailed work. I like sinking my teeth into a theme and not letting it go. I personally believe that if you live the theme, and then that theme will certainly live. You can see it in some of my work, like Piracy and Prophecy was all about pirates and things. I didn't want to make anything which already exists. Like, I didn't want to go into a theme which is something like Pirates of the Caribbean, just because it's hip and just because people know the film or anything. But pirates, or the inspiration of that idea, has been around for a long time, and it's just something I wanted to make. And when the Thermal Take Invitational came up, then I built that theme. Or The Dark Knight. Of course, I've seen Batman films since I was a young boy as well, but the look in The Dark Knight was totally different, so I had to make The Dark Knight. I wanted to make, with the Armageddon, I wanted to make my version of a desk. We see so many glass top desks, which are very nice, and I love them all, and there's some really great modders who have made great machines there. But that's why I went away from that, and I made it totally different. I wanted to look rusty and old, and and I used sand in the paint so that it catches the light in a way which makes it look as if it's cast iron. And so I like going different ways, and I didn't want a glass top in that one. I just wanted it to have a lot of electromechanics, not just putting in flashy hardware and make everything blink and light up, but I wanted that the keyboard slides out, motorized, and that the monitors elevate at the back and things like that. So I like going ways which are harder, but I don't like spending a lot of money on it, because anybody can do that who has money. So I try to recycle a lot, and I can only encourage young modders, don't always look for the easy way just because maybe you have the money for it, because that's not the right fodder for that muscle up there. Go the hard way. Try to kill restrictions. Try to murder norms and deans, and try to do away with regulations as far as the designs are concerned. Go your own way. Don't make replicas. I like making replicas too, but in a way it's a little bit easier, because the internet, and it's full of plans and files which you can download, and make your own version of it. That's what I always say. Take the theme, like The Dark Knight. I didn't make anything from the film, but I took the side guns, and then I took the details in his armor, and I just tried to make it as detailed, but in my version. That's what I like to do, because frankly speaking, all those designs which we make as replicas, which I've also done, are actually designed by somebody else, just like me or just like you. So why not make our own version or our own interpretation of it? Let's put it that way. And of course, by doing it that way, over the years, you'll see you will be giving your project your own personal touch. Now, what could be better than that, right? I honestly wish that a day would have more than 24 hours. Unfortunately, it doesn't. But I have decided now, I've turned over a new leaf. I'm going to sleep when I'm dead. I'm not going to sleep in this lifetime, because then that just takes away the time which I need to build something. So And I'm an inventor as well, and I got some things coming up there, and who knows, maybe we even change the way people play games. That's a spoiler, I'm not going to tell you anymore. Look out for further work, which I'll be doing, because I promise to keep trying to entertain you, and I hope I can, I can keep the interest level high, just like other modders do. I hope that I will be attending many a contest in the future and championship, and what I really hope to do is, I hope that one day I can come to the Philippines and see you guys, and maybe at a convention or some event. I don't know exactly what you have there. I'm going to have a look. Or that I see, one or many of you here in Germany or in England or wherever at some. So, having said all that, I don't want to rob you the rest of your day. I have to get back to work now. I'm actually sitting in my workshop. I came a little bit earlier today to make this video, so that we don't have too much noise going around in the background. The workshop is still being built at the moment. I've only been here a couple of months and already made some projects which you can see on either caseking.de, is this caseking.de, or at computer-designer.com. But I do admit I'm better at modding than updating my website, so computer-designer, you won't find all the projects, like the Gears of War mod is not in there yet, the Quake Champions mod is not in there yet. The 24-hour mod called, what was it called? The Extraordinary Case of Being Safe and Sound, which I made at the DCMM, the Deutsche Case Mod Meisterschaft, German Case Mod Championship, is not in there yet. But you will find all these cases and many more at caseking.de, because they are taking care of getting that content up and available to everybody there. There's a lot of videos online as well. You just have to go into YouTube and Abbas case modding or something like that, and I'm sure you'll find them. And I want to say thank you to Joseph of the Project Horus. Maybe he can keep you informed as well. And I hope to see you guys one day, either here or over there. And stay hungry for new ideas. That's all I can tell you. Stay hungry for that. The last thing I would like to say, and I hope I get it right, I've written it down here on the other screen, I hope I pronounce it right, is Mahal Kokaya. Mahal Kokaya, guys. Thank you very much, and keep modding.